What is up guys, Shift from the Shadow Worm is coming back at you today with another Clash of Clans video, and this is going to be the friendly challenge night in association with Reddit Sigma. Now the Reddit community is a clan alliance which had over 241 clans at the time of ClashCon 2015, and I guess it has more than 400 clans now, and by the time I would get this video out to you guys, maybe it touches 500, I don't know, because they are growing exponentially. And would you just imagine the predicament their original leaders would fall into if someone comes and says, hey, can you name all the Reddit clans? Because of course they cannot. So they organize arranged wars, friendly challenge nights, scrimmages, trophy hunting, and farming events. Now I would just get into details of all of that in a later video because today we have got so much to look into. Let us proceed with the main video. So in one of the Expo Championship events, we had Xenu Jr., the man from Reddit Zulu, showing us the power of the cold-blooded Bolalo with his beefy royals. After having defeated Small Z in one of the most nail-biting quarterfinals, Xenu absolutely dominates over Crystal Robin in the semi-finals, both of his attacks being absolutely phenomenal, methodological, systematic dissection of those base layouts. With all that being said guys, Xenu Jr. is surely looking like a solid contender for the finals. But let us check what he is actually doing right now. Cold-blooded Bolalo, just as I told ya, aiming at two-way defenses, the CC and the opponent Archer Queen. And would you just look at those bowlers coming out of the CC? Now that is an unusual CC combination to use, and guys, I would just advise you do not use it in your attacks because a person known as Small Z from Reddit Sigma did it. Basically this tournament had some rules. Number 1, you cannot change your army. Number 2, you cannot change your base. And number 3, you cannot change your clan castle troop composition. So that means you have to have the same clan castle troops for offense as well as defense. So that leaves attackers with an option or whether they are going to use a Dragaloon clan castle on offense, which is definitely not going to be the case because they want Dragaloon for defense. So you need to have something versatile enough to defend as well as offend, and Xenu Jr., our first finalist, chooses a Golem in a CC. Works out really fine for him. Let us see what he does in the near future. Now I really love the angle of his entry with the Skull Squad coming in very far from the Archer Queen, but the bonus is he gets two-way defenses, gets the CC lure, and gets the Queen kill taken care of. And once that is done, follows it with a clockwise rotational Lalo. Even Small Z appreciated this ultimate carnage brought to his base by Xenu Jr. And watch out the beauty of his every single troop deployment. Good luck to him for the finals. Alright, it's time to unreveal our second finalist for the day today. Goes by the name of Wallen J. From Reddit Dragoon, he chooses a Golem for his CC as well. And believe it or not, this guy has been absolutely killing it with his mid-level royals. What I really like about his attacks is simplicity without compromising skill and quality. Because would you just hear me? He uses Shattered Go Out in his own unique style, and for real, it's Go Out that brings him to the finals. Nothing super fancy, no multi-phase attacks, simple, straightforward Go Walking with a minor adjustment, and we'll just come to that in this attack. So the entry that he uses is pretty normal for any person out there who is at Town Hall 9. A normal Golem Wizard combination to create the funnel, get your Valkyries in, but notice he still has a jump spell and does not use it right away. He lets his Valkyries do the damage for the first and the second layer of walls, and then he places the jump spell for the third layer, which basically connects his Valkyries or the core compartments to the compartments that house the back-end defenses. And it is a well-known fact that the difference between a second star and a third star attack is the defenses in posteriority. So let me just sum it up for you. He is using an exit jump spell instead of an entry jump spell because he feels that his Valkyries can pretty much shoot through the entry walls in like 2 swings. But it is the exit which becomes important and where the jump spell really has a big role, because the Valkyries, they tend to split to the sides in the core. They split up to different sides, usually 3 sides of the base, and that's where the jump really helps. That is it about the 2 finalists. One is an expert of a ground plus air multi-phase attack, while the other amazes me by his spectacular Valkyrie usage and the exit jump spell strategy. It would be interesting to see who is going to nail it when these two battle against each other in the Xbox Championship Finals. Good luck to both the contenders, and the viewers can just start guessing who is gonna grab the title. Will we see any 3-star attacks in the finals? We'll have to wait to check out. Do not go anywhere, the finals are just about to begin.
Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and put my stakes on Warren J for his executed jump spell strategy.
Oh yeah, that sounds really interesting, sir.
Xenu Jr. can definitely not be neglected onto this one, Chef, because I think he has got some of the best ground plus air attacks in his arsenal.
Oh, that sounds cool. I don't know, guys, who is gonna win? Xenu or Warren J? Introducing you to the finals. The first attacker is going to be Xenu on Warren J. So he enters in close to 7 on this one, and should be interesting to see as to what he does right here, as he has an entry jump spell converting his skill squad into the opponent queen compartment. I'm not sure what made him hold his wall breakers anyway. Maybe those 3 wall breakers could have just been used to break the exterior layer of walls, and then maybe that jump spell could have connected him to the CC compartment, which later we'll see has 4 Teslas. Everything is looking really fine for Xenu Jr. At the moment, the king is just going to hop over the wall, lock on the enemy AQ, the enemy AQ is down. We have a defensive golem coming out of the enemy clan castle, and looks like it would just slow down the kill squad's march for a while, but not would be really effective in the long run. The queen is doing an excellent job sniping the golem out and still stands behind the wall. I just hope that queen hops over the wall before the jump spell dies out. Yeah, the queen does it, and we have 1 air defense down at this point by the golem death splash damage. The king is just going to go ahead and pop his Iron Fist level at this point, but holy cow, that Visitor's killing all of the barbarians at this point. The king falls a little low here, but gets his job done, gets the second air defense. It is just a matter of seeing what else the queen can do. Can she get the second Tesla? Yes, she does. We have a Lalon incoming from the bottom with a haste and a rage spell, and only 1 lava hound tanking, so it looks like he's not using a clockwise or a counterclockwise rotational fashion, but actually he's coming in with 2 lava loon phase attacks with 1 lava hound in each phase of his attack, and a few loons to back them up, and gets all of the AD defenses down with so many loons remaining. One final Visitor is the only dangerous threat that can actually wreck his raid, but does not look like it. I mean, that Visitor might be overpowerful against those group of loons, but the loons survive. We have a few air bombs hitting them. No question, out of question, this base is gone. Xenu Jr. 3-starring Warren J in the first attack of these Expo Championship Finals. It's going to be really interesting to see how Warren J responds to this one. Alright fellas, this is Warren J attacking Xenu Jr. A very solid base design, looks like a solid anti-free. Props to Xenu for that. But we have the golem entry in from the north, visits to create the funnel. Isn't the king slightly offset to... Oh no, the king hits the army camp next. There's no way the king is going to enter back into the base. Things are not looking really good, at least the start does not look really good. Even the Valkyries are not going to go straight in the base, but they will choose to move out to one of the side compartments or into the presence of a mini dead zone. The kill squad divides on this point. I mean, we have the king going to one side, Valkyries to the other, and this is not a great thing to see as a ground attacker, but once again we have the back end jump pushing the Valkyries, propelling them with a haste spell into the opponent queen. Surprisingly, we do have both the golems alive, but very low hit points remaining on the Valkyries at the top as they just absorb the bomb tower's jet bomb. They will return and grab the last few seconds of the lingering heal spell on they go, using the jump to assist the golems. But would you guys just have a look at the insane kills and found that defenses at 9 o'clock with no wall breakers, no jump spells, no nothing to get the Valkyries until maybe they'll end up going around. Now they are going to share the jump with the queen, so they are going to return back and use the same jump spell twice. That is amazing. But Valkyries are girls, and we should not forget the fact that girls are allowed to do whatever they wish to. So Warren J decides to deploy the final of his wizards, and now we have a united force of Valkyries, a few wizards, and the queen with her ability proceeding towards the kill zone while the golem is still alive and tanking. Hold on guys, maybe this is not over yet, as we have got the queen sniping a cannon, the Valkyries making their way to a Tesla, but unluckily the wizards are gonna die out to the Tesla farm. Looks like those Vanks want to clean up the trash buildings instead of the defenses first. As I said, they are girls and they can do whatever they want to. Meanwhile, the queen snipes out one more cannon sitting behind the golem, and the golem decides to move down to the Tesla farm. Wow, man, this is amazing. Volunteer wisely popping the queen's royal cloak because he knows that it's now or never. He wants to get to the Teslas before the golem dies. Oh yes, come on queen, just a few more shots, come on Valkyries, keep moving, get those Teslas down. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, this was unbelievable. So many things happening in a single attack, from the king going off track to the Valkyries being pushed to a side compartment by a dead zone, and then those Valkyries getting the final few seconds of a heal spell. This could have been game changing, guys. Finally, we had the Valkyries returning back using the same jump spell twice, which is so unexpected and unrealistic. They end up tanking for the queen. Had that not happened, the queen would have died eventually to the X-bow and the cannon. But everything combined, in addition to the golem who finally decides to tank for the Tesla farm at a vital point in the raid like that, this was definitely a game changer. This was definitely devastating for Xeno Jr. I mean, I and other folks who were watching this live had this in mind. Xeno, you got this, man. Xeno, congratulations. But now, Roland J is back. And the Valkyries made the day for Roland J. So now, since both of them 3-starred each other, it comes down to who finished first or who took the least amount of time in getting the job done. So it is flashback time, guys. Let's roll over into both of these attacks, watch them again from end to start to check the actual time that took for their completion. Starting with Roland J's fantabulous hit on Xeno, man, I really recommend that you go ahead, rewind the video and watch that raid again. So much happened into that one. But let us have a look at the timing. 2 minutes and 16 seconds, says the clock. Whoa, that happened so quick. Alright fellas, it is time to watch Xeno Jr. appear as his 2 Lava Hound and Balloon groups pulling out. The defenses come back to life. His Skull Squad is backing out, making their exit from over the wall, and the opponent queen miraculously healed by the friendly king, the Midastage as they say. 2 minutes and 10 seconds is what I see on the timer, which means we have got only 6 seconds to differentiate between both the players. Hard luck for Roland J on this one. The goddess of fortune blessed him uncountable number of times during his attack, but in the end it is going to be Xeno who is grabbing the victory, winning the cup today. Let us give a huge shout out to Xeno, guys, the man from Reddit Zulu, showing us how it's done. His name would be sung out for ages henceforth. Well, let me correct myself, even if not for ages, at least until the next Expo Championship event. So anyway, Xeno wins the cup and Roland wins my heart. Let us celebrate it for both the winners, because until next time, this is going to be your host, Chef from the Shadow. I'll be back at you guys very soon, I hope. Bye bye for now.